And hey there guys, what is going on? Welcome to GladioPvP. That is right guys, so this is going to be, if you guys remember my last factions video, I mentioned that I was going to be starting on a brand new server, also known as GladioPvP. Now GladioPvP is a brand new server, and this is why I wanted you guys, or why I wanted to showcase it. It's brand new, it's really nice, but it doesn't have many players yet. But it only doesn't have many players, just, well, it's due to the fact that it's brand new. So they haven't had a chance to really get it going, and they asked me if I would be willing to help showcase their server in a mini-series, and they asked me to do like 5 episodes or so, so that's what I'm going to do. In 5 episodes, I'm going to try to do as much crazy stuff in factions as I possibly can do, and that is right. So we're going to attempt to do at least 2 raids this time and try to get some crazy stuff done. This is going to probably be the last factions thing I do in a very long time, so make sure that you guys participate. You guys want to join the faction. I'm going to invite every single one of you guys to the faction. That's right, every single one of you guys that wants in the faction can join the faction. So if you guys are interested in joining the faction, it is really easy to do. All you got to do is be like, hey, Rye Guy, can I join the faction? And you know the answer is, yeah, you can. Just put your IGNs down below, and if you're on the server, be like, if you're like on the server, uh-oh, that's not a good sign. Either these trees are glitched or someone already cut them down. I can't tell which. I think they're glitched, so we'll go with that. But basically, what I want to say is, so all you have to do is, if you see me on the server and you're on the server, you'd be like, Rye Guy, hey, Rye Guy, please invite me to the faction, and I will. And if you guys see me on here, and what's that? I killed like 3 cows there. And if you guys don't see me on here, you can always comment your username and make sure. Make sure you drop a like. That's another requirement. So if you drop a like, I'll make sure you drop a like to be able to join. Cause like that's always nice. Drop a like, and also make sure if you share this on Twitter, that will also be like a sign to me that you really, really, really want to be in the faction. And I may even make you an officer if you share this video on Twitter. And if you don't have a Twitter, good news. On Sunday, I'll be announcing my a public Facebook page, because I know a lot of you guys have been saying that you don't use Twitter and your parents don't use Twitter, and so you can't use Twitter and you'd prefer me to use Facebook. So I'm going to be starting to use a Facebook that I have but I'm not active on, if that makes sense. So I'm going to start doing that, guys. I should have that Facebook page up and ready within the next few days and stuff. But yeah, so I've been going out for a while looking for like a place to call a base, and I'm thinking like this little area here looks really nice. Because it has the water, and I think eventually we'll transfer to making the base like underwater. And I'm thinking of doing it like right here, and it will connect out through some sort of tube. So I'm thinking like right here is a good spot for a base. So I'm gonna start off just by doing the simple starter base. Oh, I didn't even mean to do super breaker, but let's do it. So what I want to do is just want to hollow out a small area here, get a lot of dirt. I'm not getting dirt. Oh, am I? Oh, I am. Okay. And the reason you do that is just because if you want to live underground. But then as I was doing that, I realized I don't want to live underground. I'm going to make an actual wooden base. Now, you got to make sure it's hidden at the same time, so you do have to be kind of careful. But the wooden base is going to be a temporary base, or it's probably not even going to turn into a base, to be honest. It's going to be like a little area to call home. And basically, this area is going to be where we build the public faction. I'm going to need all your guys' help to help my, ideas of this faction. And we're limited on time. We have 5 episodes, 1 per week, to make this faction into one of the craziest factions ever created, okay? And it takes your guys' help, so I'm going to need you guys to get on here and have a lot of fun. Again, the IP is on the screen and in the description below. GladioPvP.com is their website, and the IP is just GladioPvP.com, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but it's on the screen, and it's also in the description, so you can check that and connect and come have a ton of fun. And on Sunday, I'll be addressing the fact of why I left the other server and a little bit more into the life of a YouTuber. As many of you guys probably don't even realize, how I decide, what series I do and all of that. And I think that's kind of important, that you guys should understand where my mindset comes from and what's going on in my personal life that makes me come to some of these decisions and all of that. So, because my life does impact what series I do and what series I don't do, for example. But I'm not going to really be getting into that too much. But let's jump up here. There we go. And let's go ahead and just cut down more wood, because wood is like one of the prime core things you're gonna need. You know what I mean? So there we go. We got 59 wood. That should be more than enough wood to start off. Where's that hole I dug? I decided that you are gonna exist as a hole. Perfect. Oh, got ourselves one of these blocks. So let's put a block there, break it. There we go. There we go. Break all these. And good. We'll hollow an area, make it a little bigger, and there seems to be another one here. So basically, if you guys don't know what happens, basically when you use some of the super breaker stuff with MCMMO, you can see it sort of glitches out a little bit, and you can't walk in the area for a little bit because it didn't register you breaking the block, and it's actually not broken. If I were to log out and log in, it would be there again. So that's all that is. We're going to make this probably a little bit bigger. We don't want it too big, but we want it a little, like, yeah, maybe we'll make it a little wider and one more long, like here. And then we'll widen it on each end by 1. And if it stacks up like this, no big deal. We'll just widen it over here by 1. And we will widen it over here by 1. And we're actually going to, instead of making this taller, we're going to go ahead here. Oh, I hit water. Go away. So instead of making these taller, it's as simple as I'm just going to lower the floor. We'll lower the floor, and we'll make that the bottom level. When did a zombie get in here? Go away. Go away. It's nighttime. Go away, zombies. And it's going to be really dark in here for a minute, but bear with me until we get this floor situation settled. And I also want to go ahead and after I make this basic little hut, I'll show you guys spawn, show you around, and give you a tour of GladioPvP, get you guys into the server, get you ready for this server, because this server is going to be a ton of fun. And I may even ask some of you guys to join me on raids and stuff like that. I may need some help raiding, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. With all you guys' help, I feel we can easily take over this server, becoming the #1 faction on the entire server. That's right, which isn't going to be an easy feat, but we can easily attempt to become the best. There's just no guarantee it's going to happen. There we go. Let's break all these. Perfect. And look at that sunset. We come out and look at that. Look at that, or the sunrise. Look at that. Just look at that sunrise, guys. We came with a good time building our nice little house, and the sun's rising, and it looks really cool. So, without further ado, oh, come on. Give me back. I think I will finish up this base off camera. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys spawn, and then I think that will be that'll be the episode for the first one. And then if you guys want to join again, leave a like, give me your IGNs, and join the IP. And if I'm on, I'll add you. Very simple. Thanks, ton for well, I'm not gonna do my outro. I almost did the outro. That's really okay. Let's just we're gonna cut now. And okay, everyone. So this is spawn. And you can see right off the bat it says GladioPvP. Welcome to the server. You get started with /kit because you get /kit start. You can actually warp around easily using /warp, which I was dumb and didn't do. I actually went out to that base, which I'm not going to give out the coordinates, but it's like 4,000 blocks away, and I didn't read this. I'm dumb. And you create a faction with /f create. So this is the spawn. It's really nice and Halloween themed. Look at this happy harvest, he says. They got these really cool banners and really cool everything else. And if we go here, everything just really Halloween themed and looks really nice. And if we look at that, they got like a really cool outer area where you can PvP. You got a giant great tree. There's like different areas over here. You can see it turns into sort of like, well, I don't know what it is, but it's all blackened and destroyed. It's really cool, to be honest with you. Everything on this server is really amazing. You guys should really honestly check it out because it's pretty dang cool. And if we look out this way, like there's a big difference in like this spawn and many other spawns I've seen. It's such a nice area. And if we type /warp, you can actually see you have warp wild, wild 1, wild 2, and those will get you to different wilderness ones. But you also have shop, DP, PvP, and crates. So we're going to go ahead and go to the shop. And let's see here. Warp shop brings me here we go, right into their shop, which is a really overall nice shop. So we can look at here. This is stuff that's on sale, but it doesn't seem to be working. Or maybe that means redstone blocks are on sale. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Wheat is on sale. So they have sale items, and they also sell all these blocks. Now, I'm not going to go through every single block, but to put it this way, it's a really nice shop. And they have tons of items all the way down the row, and they have little like campfire area, and it's actually, ironically, I believe it's under spawn. You can see how they have the floating water and stuff. It looks really nice, and overall, I think this is one of the coolest shops I've seen in a very long time. Now let's make our way over to DP. Now DP is where they're going to hold their drop parties. This server does drop parties. For those of you that were on Rocky PvP a while ago, that we did drop parties there. And yeah, so here we are, drop parties. Just take a peeky peek here. So you see here we got a warrior demigod members drop party, and then you have donators and gladiator. So these are basically drop parties for the individual ranks. This is our drop party, the regular player, not special drop party. And this is where they do it. So basically, some guy will fly around, I would guess, and drop all these items. Yeah. And these are the drop party areas for the other people. And as you can see, everyone sort of has their own area, and they have ender chests to store drop party items in during the drop party. Now, if we head back through this water, we can't head back through the water. I thought maybe that was a portal. It's not. Let's just go back to warp then, and we're going to go ahead and warp to crates. That's the next thing I want to go over. And let's see. Warp crates in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Oh, yeah, I was too late on that. Okay, well, we got warp crates here, guys. So now what we do is we're going to head down here. You got the mythical crate, the common crate, the uncommon crate, and the rare crate. Now, what you can do is you can obtain these crates, and if you have a key for them, you can use it. Now, if you right-click it, it'll actually launch you backwards if you don't have it, because I don't own any crates because I'm not cool. Common crates, I'm pretty sure you can get from actually just voting, but that's up for you guys to figure out. If you want to know, I don't want to warp the crates. Okay, there we go. But I recommend you guys check out these crates. They're really cool, and they can get you some really cool stuff. Now, let's head over to Warp Wild. Warp Wild is actually one of the, I'm assuming, wilderness warps, and Warp Wild 2 is also a wilderness warp, so we'll check these out. Yeah. So these are just more wilderness warps. You can see that these teleport you. This teleports you to -3,000, -4,000. And it looks like this one even has a PvP arena right outside of it. It does, and it's like a gladiator arena that people can fight in. That's really cool. If we head to Wild 2, we'll see what this is all about. And I'm assuming that Warp Wild 2 is going to bring us in the opposite direction, so like 3,000, 4,000. So I was a little off. -2,000, 1,000. And you can see right here, it brings you to this ice biome, which is really cool. And they actually built, like, this is what I like. They didn't just, like, put a little, like, spawn area. They went all out with these builds. Look at this. They put this giant ice castle here and everything right off the bat. Everything looks really nice, and it's incredible, guys. The amount of effort they've put into this is just so amazing. That you guys need to come check it out. So that's really all I have time for today on this video. If you guys want to see more, make sure to drop a like. And again, this is going to go on 5 episodes, so I need your guys' help. Make sure to, again, drop a like. And if you want a chance to become an officer in the faction, share it on Twitter and possibly Facebook when I announce that on Sunday. So yeah, thanks a ton for watching, everybody. And as always, stay beautiful and peace out.